that should trigger YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Let's put on some music. Okay, I think I can close this. Okay, something's crashing. That's nice. But my whole desktop Explorer just died. Okay, no worries. Let's see. We have code. Whoa, what is this? Lots of things executing. Okay. Let's see. There. Boom. I should probably tell Luke that we're live too. Ah, Luke is already in the chat. Hey Luke, welcome. Just as I hit go live, like my Explorer crashed for some reason and all sorts of terminal windows popped up. So yeah, that was fine. Let's see. I refactored small bits for yesterday. Mostly that I just added a find path function that just does path finding quickly and it returns the full path. So that should cover most cases. And the binary search was made into a helper. Hey Smap, didn't you have like an eye surgery thing today or was it tomorrow? If so, I assume it went well. It's always scary. Like I remember, I've been wearing glasses since I was 12, and people always say like, why don't you try laser surgery, etc. Like I know the chance is really small, but I don't want to risk anything with my eye. So don't even want to think about it. But good luck. I hope everything is well. Hey Nineberry, welcome. So yeah. Boom. No, this is the wrong one. Let's see. My Twitch thing was showing the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I think we should go ahead and read day 19. I saw you guys were active about all the stuff from today, so there'll be plenty to read after the fact. Smab says, I have my new internet live today from about an hour ago. No more slow speeds. Yay! I got my fiber last week and I still haven't gotten around to set everything up. It's I should be ashamed. I should do that maybe this evening after streaming. But yeah, I misplaced like a box of screws that I wanted to neatly hang things up on the wall, but yeah. Oh well. I think we should just go ahead and read day 19, see what it has in store. Day 19, linen layout. Today the historians take you up to the hot springs on Gear Island. Very suspiciously, about nothing goes wrong as they begin their careful search of the vast fields of helixes. Could this finally be your chance to visit the onsen next door? Only one way to find out. An onsen is like a Japanese sauna, I think. After a brief conversation with the reception staff at the onsen front desk, you discover that you don't have the right kind of money to pay the admission fee. However, before you can leave, the staff get your attention. Apparently, they've heard about how you helped at the hot springs, and they're willing to make a deal. If you can simply help them arrange their towels, they'll let you in for free. Every towel at this onsen is marked with a pattern of colored stripes. There are only a few patterns, but for any particular pattern, the staff can get you as many towels with that pattern as you need. Each stripe can be white, blue, black, red, or green. Okay. This has the magic coloring, I think. Funny. Like, if you know, these are also the colors of Magic the Gathering, and because blue and black starts with the same letter, you have the U for blue. Luke says tiles print sort. Yes. So a tile with the pattern GGR would have a green stripe, and then a red stripe in that order. You can't reverse a pattern by flipping a towel, okay, as that would cause the onsen logo to face the wrong way. The official onsen branding expert has produced a list of designs, each a long sequence of stripe colors that they would like to be able to display. You can use any tiles you want, but all of the tile stripes must exactly match the desired design. So to display the designed RGRGR, you can use two RG tiles and then an R tile, an RGR tile and then a GR tile, or even a single massive RGRGR tile, assuming such a tile pattern were actually available. To start, collect together all of the available tile patterns and the list of desired designs, your puzzle input, for example. Okay. The first line indicates the available tile patterns. In this example, the onsen has unlimited tiles with a single red stripe, unlimited tiles with a white stripe, and then a red stripe, and so on. Yeah, okay. Luke says, tiles.sort done. Yeah. SmapUK says, that explains the hidden comment on the page. It really seems like they've gathered a lot of magic into the towel color. Yeah, you have to show me the hidden message things. You talked about that before, but I didn't look it up yet. So feel free to link or talk about what that is exactly. Because I think you said they hid something in the CSS or something, right? The first line indicates the available tile patterns, yes. After the blank line, the remaining lines each describe a design the onsen would like to also be able to display. In this example, the first design indicates that the onsen would like to be able to display a black stripe, a red stripe, a white stripe, and then two red stripes in that order. Okay. Yeah, there's like an option that either gives ads to everybody that joins or randomly for X time during the stream. And I disabled the ads on start. So I think that means that they get thrown in throughout the stream. But Nineberry and Luke won't have that problem because they're subscribed and they don't get ads. So nice. Let's see. After the blank line, the remaining lines each describe the design on the onsen. Yes. I say soon, still 1 minute to go. Okay. It's annoying. It's like I bought YouTube Premium for that, for the whole family, like years ago. Because like watching YouTube just isn't fun when there are ads. But without ads, it's a joy. It's I think the most used subscription out of every streaming thing that I have, just the YouTube Premium. And Twitch has that with Nitro, but I think it's like they don't advertise it well. But if you watch a lot of Twitch, Nitro is probably the way to go. Not all designs will be possible with the available tiles. In the above example, the designs are possible or impossible as followed. Okay, blah blah blah. Welcome back, Smap. I had a whole story especially for you. No. I was just talking about YouTube Premium and stuff like that. Let's see. They talk about the combinations here. BRWRR can be made with a BR table, then a WR, and then finally an R. Can be made like this. Impossible. Sure. In the example, 6 of the 8 designs are possible with the available tile pattern. To get into the onsen as soon as possible, consult your list of tile patterns and designs carefully. How many designs are possible? Okay, that feels like a too easy part 1. And part 2 you have to decode them and do stuff with it. And okay. And I say now that it's easy, but it's probably throwing me for a loop anyways. Let's see. Create day 19. Should probably make this a bit bigger like this. 19. And this was 6. For now, we just need to know which ones are possible. and that is fine. It's also like a queue. It's sort of a pathfinding thing, but it's fine. So we do input dot split by and this is like this, and I should probably copy the trim like this. Ah, I have. Okay, I already made that function. Two input parts. And then it's as so the first one is x dot split comma, actually split by, because we want the white space after to be gone as well. Ah, Nineberry, that's really kind of you. So no more ads for you, Smap. Nineberry gifted you a sub. Thanks a lot, Nineberry. This becomes x dot 2 lines. So we have a string array towels. Towels. And we have desired patterns. So now I can say, boom, like this. Why doesn't like it? Cannot custom. Normally it likes this. Ah, I need to do dot to array because the type wasn't matching. So we can just say this, towels and desired patterns, and now we parse them. Bool is possible, string pattern, string array towels. Let me think. Bool possible is true, return possible. What do we need to do? So we need string construct. Let's see, we need to have a queue. And this would be string constructed so far. Do I want to keep track of the used towels as well, like list string? No, we don't need to. Let's not complicate it too much. We can just say we have a queue of string. Options is, oh no, it doesn't like that, right? I can do this. So I can do for each option, options dot and queue string dot empty, empty, and then we do while options dot count larger than 0. We do for each string towel and towels. And this will be, we will queue what remains actually. I think we'll do it like this. So once we run empty, it should be fine. So we queue the full pattern and we'll just take off what we can do. So we do if, and this is towel, not tower, towel. So if string target is options.dequeue, if target starts with towel, first we need to check if target equals, we can do it combined. If target towel equals target, return true. Here we return false. And here we do options.enqueue towel.substring no, target substring towel length like this. So that is what we need to find. Let me think. Target starts with towel. Yes, so that means that what we're looking for needs to be completely matched with what we're putting in. So this is fine. And this should probably could make this into a stack so that it tries the deepest combinations first. Does it matter? I don't know. Let's see. And I wonder if this is also very cacheable or not. RR in the end? No. Like the GR, BR, GR. Okay, so like there's GR here in the end, so we could have a case where part of that could be cache, but it's fine. Let's just do P1 is what did we call them? Desired patterns that count x is possible x comma towels, something like this, right? So let's say that we run day 19. Okay, so P1 passed in one go, so that is fine. Let's run the real input. Oh wow. So yeah, code isn't very efficient, as you can see. I wonder how long the input is. Okay. So that should probably prioritize like a depth first thing and not a breadth first thing here that I'm doing. I didn't expect it to be this bad though. How big is the queue? Not that bad. Yeah, dynamic programming. Yeah, I know. I just thought that it wouldn't be needed for part 1. Like I talked in the example, like there are parts where you can cache it and return it, but okay. So let's do debug detach all. Let's just keep it running here for fun. Let me just make this smaller. Caching definitely isn't needed for part 1. Well, if I would have coded it more efficiently, I should have probably done a depth first kind of thing where it doesn't go breadth. Because this one will try every option and then keep queuing. So priority queue, yeah, could do that. Except you want to use negative numbers then. I mean, I could priority queue on this can be int. But now I will need to actually change the name of the output executable to run it side by side with the one that I'm running now. Assembly name. Boom. Actually, no, I did the inverse because it needs to be, the length remaining is here. So yeah, boom, 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 19. I just need to do the length so that the one that's shorter to the answer has priority. Okay, see, that makes a big difference. Woohoo! First gold star. Okay, and the other one is still going. Like depth first versus breadth first. Yeah, makes a big difference. Yes, you're right, Luke. Okay, part 2. The staff didn't really like some of the tower arrangements. Thanks for the stars, guys. You came up with. To avoid the endless cycle of tower rearrangement, you should just give them every possible option. Okay. Here are all of the different ways the above example designs can be made. Blah can be made in 2 different ways. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Nice. Star. Oh, that looks pretty cool. That's a nice effect. Here are all the different ways the above example designs can be made. Sure. GBBR can be made 2 different ways. All 50 stars at once. Yeah, that was easy finishing this year. Just one redeem of... let's see. Sure. Adding up all the ways the tiles in this example could be arranged into the design yields 16. They'll let you into the onsen as soon as you have the list. What do you get if you add up the number of different ways you could make these design? Okay. So that is annoying and requires some caching, but I wonder if it will do enough. Because if you would so now you could do like a dictionary, string bool, cache is blah. If cache at try get value pattern out bool result return result. So let's see. This should also still work, right? Oh, this is slower. Oh no, it just and it's a different number. Let's see. P1. Boom. Test for P2 was 16. So I wonder why this function didn't work. First of all, it's a lot slower, but it also doesn't do the same thing. Is it because this should be fine? I wonder what's the difference between this implementation is. Logically, doesn't it do just the same? I mean, okay, let's ignore this for now. Does this function doesn't work? Let's stick with the old one. Let's see if there's nothing else broken, right? Should work. Okay, fine. Let's add caching here then. Should work the same way. If cache contains key target out bool success is possible. Return is possible. Try get value. I mean, this would only cache the last value here. Oh no, we can also do it here. But that's not the intermediate step. You want to do it here. As it stands right now, this would only cache the final step, so that wouldn't do much. So you really want something like this, except I didn't do the logic right and I don't see the issue at this time. So that's a bit of an issue. Smap says, while you finish this, I get to re-enter all of my port forward into the new router. Good luck with that. It's always nice to set everything up again. Let me think. I mean, this is fine. Then we break out of this for loop. We set the result. Is this maybe too, because this can't bool has options is false, has options is true, right? So basically we should do if and has options, or no, not has options, or result. So if it returned a definite true, or if there's anything it can do further, then we can add it here. Does that save this logic? It's still slow, but looks better. Not enough caching possible, probably right now. Hello, Save It here, welcome. How big is the cache at this time? Not that big. So it only has passing So there is the first false. Okay. I mean, it has some caching there. Dun, 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 dun. It's just not very fast. Smash says the router belongs to the ISP, so unless I bother to buy more kit, it's not worth it. Only a few entries. I got a I got a like a TP-Link router with my ISP, but I don't plan on using it. Just using my own thing. Just trying to think what I could do more here. Next code 12 milliseconds. Let's add caching. 12 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is with the priority queue, I don't know. You still need to make this work. You still need to exhaust all the options to get the actual result. So I'm not trying to do it depth first now, but just having a way to do the actual computation for everything. Oh wait, I could actually do a lot of work. I could save a lot of work by first just taking all the ones that worked for part 1. So I don't have to do work on all the ones that don't work to figure out which ones are possible, right? MadFlash19 asks part 2. Yes, part 2. Part 1 was fine. So let's see. I can do where. Valid towels. No, valid patterns is this. Valid patterns count. Length, I mean. Let's see, now you can make it to the leaderboard tomorrow. My upload speed is now 600 times faster than this morning. Yeah. That would be nice. So I can push this up here and make it available to part 2. Like this. So for part 2, so this one becomes get combinations. Something like this. No, just a list of string for the result, actually. So this becomes target, and then we have a list string used like this. Actually, we need to do it like that. Can forget about the cache. In this case, we return queue.used with towel. This. What's the complexity of queue solution? I'm not sure. Let's see. Option and queue target substring. This needs to be yes. Queue.target.substring. We need to wrap this into like this, comma, this basically. We don't need to have this cache. Is this fast? For part 1, yes. For part 2, I don't know yet. I'm still coding it to see if it works. The thing is, we actually need to keep doing this. So no, this won't be fast. So let's see. Let's go back to test. And let's just select all of them. Alright, I need to select all of those as well. Like this. Now we can compare it to the examples here. Oh yeah. Let's see how I can put them side by side. Quick watch. Yeah, that's always going to be an issue. Let's make this smaller and put it like this. Quick watch. Do, 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 do. Let me see. I didn't want to pin that. Let me see. Unpin that. Yeah, I was just trying to drag out my chat window and I clicked wrong there. So sorry. Let's see. This one. 2 different ways. So that looks good. BRWR or BRWR, yeah. That one has only one option. That one has 4 ways. That one has 6 ways, 1 and 2. Okay, so it looks like this works. It just won't be fast for the real input, which is sad, but we can't see the quick word is behind it. Ah, okay, my bad. Let me see, I can just show you here. So it's basically, it shows exactly what you think it would show, which is the exact input there. And so yeah, it matches, right? So let's resize this back, put this back. So we can try this for the real input. We also still need to do the answer, like P2 is combos dot okay. It's an array, so I can just take this. Length, actually, I need it. Options dot count. And then I can do P2 times equals combo dot options dot count. Like this. $96, is that correct? 6. It's never mind. It's just summing it. I made it too hard. So it's actually just P2 is combos dot sum, like this. Let me just run it again so that it's complete. So yeah, that works. Was it 16? I think so, right? Okay, but now for the real input, and this will take forever, I'm sure of it. False, because it will have to exhaust all the paths, and yeah, it won't be fun. So even when I just reduce it to the 208 patterns that are valid, it will be a pain in the behind to validate them all. Let me think. Nineberry says, I can hear the PC fans working from here. Yeah. Well, I could do a parallel for each, but yeah, that probably won't matter much. Well, a bit, but not that much. It's actually dividing the load pretty well, even without parallelism. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I tried that, but the issue is that I didn't. I wonder if I would cache, if the priority queue would hurt me. Or not. No, probably not. Luke says, I can print out my solution, get in a car, drive to your place, and it'll still be faster. Yeah, I know. I know that. I know the reasoning, and I tried it here with like this version of the basic version, and that was so slow because and wrong, gave me the wrong example. So um, I have issues turning this into something that I can cache. Because like let's see, if like blah 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 blah, this is the word, there will be like, once there is a, okay, I can't go on here, you can cache this and it won't have to do that again. The thing is, I think I made an error somewhere with how I do that. Logan says, do it recursive without caching, then add cache, that should be easier. I tried the is possible recurse without cache. Let's see. And that was just too slow on the test. Cache from is number of ways to make a string from. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder how far along it is right now. Does it even exhaust one yet? Oh, that's not bad. What's the pattern then it's doing? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So if I do quick watch and do valid pattern index of is there, I don't know what this index function does. Is there no index of? Let's do it like this, where equals this. Ha! It's still doing the first one. Jesus. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's try what you say. Like this, put it to test, true. So that works. Once a recursive function returns 60 for part 2, you know it's correct. Oh, like that. The number is very large. I wonder if you also have issues with memory consumption, considering you are keeping the paths. Sure. I mean, we could just do a plus one. You don't need the actual path because of the way it's queued. So you can just increment the counter here. But I have like 128 gigs of RAM. Not sure how big the number is, but you can fit quite a lot of that inside. But let's see. So this works without the cache, so just my caching is wrong. Let me think. Oh, okay. See, like my caching thing is not efficient for part 1, and it gives the wrong answer. So I don't know. This isn't correct. Bool, let's see, bool any is false. If not any or result. Like this. Logan said you already did it. It should return the count instead of the boolean. Or are you running it for part 1? Yeah, I'm still validating that the whole test loop worked for part 1. And like I said, my caching, the way I do the caching isn't correct. So I think I can only save the result if it exhausted. So this is a dead path, or if it found the result. So now I will only save the cache value if it's a dead path here, or if it's the result. So that should probably, but I think I already tried that before and it also didn't work. So I'm not holding out much faith because there is a flaw in this logic somehow, and I don't know where it is. You should also save the results if it falls, so it does test again. Yeah, that's what I do. If there is no, that's what I do with the any. Like if there is anything to continue, I create that. So if there's not any further path, which would return in a false, or if it's true, so either we found the result or there is no path forward, then we cache this part. Otherwise, we can't know yet. And I wonder if this one should also, so like I think if we get into here, we, let me think. Because this should branch out. We probably should do if is possible, then it's result, and otherwise we can break. So return true. So here's also return true. Like this. And here we can do this. So we should probably also do it here. So the whole result thing doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. So this is probably the logic. Yeah, okay. 2 and 9. Okay, this works. So yeah, just had to rewrite the control flow there. I was doing something stupid. So I don't write code in that pattern a lot. So in that way a lot. So it took a bit. Let's see. So now I need to also make a cached version of this. Let's see. Actually, let me think, because basically it should do the same, except return true. You just increment a number. Let me think. Count combinations. Let's see. It's a different cache. No, actually this is still the same. We can use the same cache, so we don't even have to do it again. But now you want to have the recursive counts as well, do we? It probably doesn't hurt. Count long that is not correct, but let me 0 0 like this. Can probably actually just return it like this. Is this too ugly? No, we don't need to return here. Let me think. but I need to pass in the count as well already. Let me think. Let's break these out individually. Come on. Else if like this. Boom, 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 boom. Add one more result. I think this one should return 1. Or should this return count plus 1? Let me think. And this is the end, so we don't have to keep going deeper here. You don't need the else if? Well, yeah, I do need it because it needs to recurse, but the thing is, I don't need to return here. I need to add the result. So I need to have like count is 0. If it's here, then count is 1. That's fine. I think we need to do count plus equals this. Count combinations like this, and then it becomes count, return count. So I think this is the way to count it up, but I'm not sure. So let's do, it says, I mean, you don't need to check if the result is true or not since it's a number, just add it. Well, you do need to check if you made it to the end, because not every path is valid. Let's see, count combinations. I think this might work, but let's see. Long P2 is count combinations. I need to sum these up. Valid patterns. Sum. Let's see if this works. I'm very curious. It says 12, is that correct? No, it was 16, right? Okay. Let's see. Here's our count cache. let's see. So this has all the values here. So let's put that side by side. Oh, yeah, that's always annoying, sorry. Let me just put this over to the side here. BRWRR, that's this one. It has 2, so that is good. BGGR, where is that? BGGR. Okay, that returns 1 when there's 4 different ways. The end with can skip patterns over since it returns early, I think. Oh. That might be a good point. The thing is, I need to make sure that yeah, that's, you have a good point there. Count plus equals 1. No, yeah, you were correct. Let's just do this actually. And this one, I need to make sure that this one actually if pattern dot length larger equal than towel dot length, like this. Need to make sure that I don't queue anything that won't work there. So let's run this again. 16, so that works. Okay, do I dare to run this for the real input? $209. Wow, that was fast. Faster than I expected. Woohoo! Ah, that was nice. Bit of a struggle to get there, but still nice. Yay, another star party. Thank you. I like that. Can I redeem that as well? Let's see. I mean, I like the big emoji. And let's also do the party on the screen. I like to do that as well. It's not fair because I got infinite channel points. Like 40 channel points isn't a bad deal. I want to trigger that. I'm going to I have a stream deck that's not hooked up that I should probably hook up and see if I can make a button to just pop that on. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'm happy I got that. I was really struggling with the logic flow of the recursive one at the start, just because I didn't have the logic set up properly. It's not channel points but bits. Oh, does that need bits? Ah, okay. Thanks. I didn't even know that. So yeah, then I'll do one more, so that it doesn't cost you anything, just because I like the effect. So thanks for that. I haven't set that up. I haven't looked at that yet. So it's nice. Thank you. The star needs bits. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know that. Look at me, professional streamer, right? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, but then, okay, the big emoji also costs bits. I wasn't even aware. I'm just noticing this now. Sorry. So yeah, let's look at some of your code. For those that I think it's probably just us in the chat anyways, but um, if somebody wants the Discord link, just let me know. I'll put it in. Um, let's see, day 19. Was this for day 19 already? No, this is day 18. Big O. Yeah. Okay, this was SMAP's code. Let's look at this. Load towels. Separate by commas. Then take everything after those first two lines are skipped. Design as possible. Sure. Design as span dot all possible tower patterns. Okay. So you could have. No, you don't do that, right? You could have cached the. That's what the first thing I did to look for performance is to see like, okay, for part 2, let's take the answer from part 1 to make sure that I don't do unnecessary processing again. Logon 1 says some LLM solved today both parts in 25 seconds. Yeah, can't compete with that. I feel bad for the people that try the leaderboard. It's just it's best if you want it like a leaderboard experience and a speed experience. What the best thing you can do is just have like a private leaderboard. I should actually check because I haven't checked that in days. This one. Is this mine? Yeah, I guess. You can do a private leaderboard and then have just local timings for that. So that's just better. A better experience, because like competing against LLMs is just not fun. Why would you? It's just frustrating. So, and Kay that had been in here a few times, she actually had a video on YouTube. I'll drop it in the Discord later, where she went back to like old previous events and tried to see what it takes to actually get on the leaderboard, to do like a leaderboard worthy time. That was a pretty fun experiment. I'm not trying to go fast usually with this, and more like having fun, but that's a fun thing that you can try to do if you want. And I think like trying to chase the leaderboard, the top 100 is so difficult and frustrating. So yeah, SMAP's code. Sorry for the derailing. Boom, 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 boom. Is possible. Patterns where pattern starts with and pattern design is possible patterns. Okay. And you would always have to get over. Yeah, that as well, especially for the Europeans here. Well, it's difficult for lots of places around the world, but yeah. I just like I'm just happy that I can carve out some time to do this. Let's see. All possible. Where was the is possible? Ah, that's a recursive call here. It's funny with the any to chain this in. All possible. Try cache count. Read string patterns. Design starts with. Okay. Is it efficient to have like the read-only span and then having to call to string multiple times? Where do you consume it here? Did you do any timing on it? I'm just curious. So I wonder if like the efficiency of doing a start with on the read-only span, if that's faster than all the. I tried it both ways, but SMAP says so it's a little bit faster this way. Okay. Okay, but fairly clean. It's If you read this, you wonder why it took me so long, right? Let's see. Just getting up, looking at today's puzzle. Since it deals with towels at a holiday resort as a German, it should be easy to solve for me. Oh, that was me. Did I forget that I read that already? Oh my god. It's still funny. The solution. Why it took so much longer than necessary? I already guessed right what part 2 would be. And so already wrote part 1 so that it would also automatically solve part 2. And I coded the right algorithm. However, I underestimated the number involved and used 32-bit int for count. So I got the wrong number for my part 1 and went into all kinds of rabbit holes for trying to... Okay. To solve this, there are 2 ways. You can have checked surrounding your code. So you can just do like checked and have your code in here, and then if you run into overflow or underflow, you'll get the error. Or you can have Smap told me this property in your project file. Check for underflow, overflow. So I always used to do the checked, but since it's something that you can easily forget, having it just on a project level always active is something that's, especially for advent of code, is smart. You need to read this next comment. Okay, let me see. So I got my numbers wrong for part 1. Okay. When I finally noticed the negative number in counts because of range overflow and checked the int too long, the original code actually worked and solved as originally planned. Library says, usually I use long in the first time, I just underestimated the numbers. Yeah, I know, but like having that protection in your class, in your project level, just doesn't catch you off guard. So that's why it's having it on the project is just a better solution than doing the checked thing, even if you are aware of it. Let's look at the actual code. Let's see. Line of read lines, available designs. You skip the lines and then that. Yeah, I'll get to it later. I'll just go, otherwise it will be too... Luke says, after day 5 in AOC, you should always use long. Yeah, mostly. Tiles, the same basically. I'm surprised that nobody kept the result from part 1 just to have a smaller search space for part 2. Let's see, requested tiles count, get combination count. Get combination count. Ah, okay. So it's the same solution, just got it. So that one just filters the valid ones. Linebear says I do the opposite. I use part 2 to solve part 1. Yeah, but you still calculate it twice here as well. Let's see, Onsen string, available design, combination counts, available design, get combination count, string empty, return 1. No, the cache is shared. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Part 1 ran in 50 milliseconds. I felt I didn't need to cache. Yeah. Oh no, I meant for part 2, like to cut the search space of part 2 in smaller. So your part 1 was slower than your part 2? Okay. Also because of the cache, maybe. Sure. Available designs. Actually, it's smart to do it like this if you reuse it. Because I have 2 separate caches and do the work twice, so who am I to talk? Boom. Onsen available design, get combination count. If combination try get value cache, yeah. Plus equals, yeah. Also reads very clean. I'm always like, when I'm done streaming and I struggled with code, getting it all to work together and having like not the cleanest code, and then I go into your solution and like this reads so straightforward. Same with SMAPs. So it's always like a little bit humbling to read the simple way of doing things when I usually make it too hard on myself, probably. Let's see. Look, took a while because I used recursive link for the first time. Runs okay as fast. P1 was straightforward, but my approach didn't work for P2. Or I should have to wait some time. Yeah. Jump into the code. Let's finish the comment here. Here's a tip, tag out the CS part to enable. Okay, sure. Yeah, I know I always create each day from the default Visual Studio Console application tab, but overflow checking is disabled. I'm too lazy to change that each time or to make my own template. This has already bitten me several times in the past. I guess it will have to bite me some more before I create my own template. I could make an optimization and reduce runtime from 4 seconds to under 100 milliseconds by replacing my string starts with my string starts with string comparison order. Oh, okay, cool. I also don't do this, and I don't even know what this actually does, so I should probably Google that. I haven't tried to optimize mine. Sure, make it a default. Yeah, the string comparison that it changes makes that much of a difference. Totally not stealing your code. Just, no, not stealing code at all. So now it finishes before it starts. Wow, that is so much faster. You see that? That's like, Jesus, that's a lot faster. It's more than twice as fast. This is way more. Let's see. Stopwatch dot get timestamp. Actually, I had like a execute timed. I think I wrote a helper for it like yesterday's thing. See, because I just resented doing that, so now I can just do. Not that this is so great. I'm just gonna do it for now. So this is 100 milliseconds. And now let's remove all of these. Do you see the difference? It's like 3 seconds, 800 seconds. So it's a 40x improvement almost. 40x, just a comparison. So it's not double, it's way more. That's kind of insane, the difference there. I wonder if I can do this. Let's see, if I make this an extension here, what if I do boom, 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 boom. Public. And then I can also do just like this. So now I could do no, damn. So I need to do action timed is, and then I can do timed print timed day 19. Oh, like that. Okay. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I changed my CS project since you last saw it, so that overflow is only enabled in debug mode. It can be almost twice as fast, sure, because it does. It adds extra overhead. Before I had it I used a Visual Studio Profiler, and it told me more of 90% of CPU was in that starts with. Afterwards, it was nothing. Smap says, interestingly, this came up on Dylan BD's stream for a different reason, not performance, but on sort ordering. Oh yeah, I saw that part. Sounds like you're doing way more comparisons than me. Over the years, the company I work for had several time issues with culturally sensitive string operations breaking things in specific countries. It's a minefield. Been there, done that. Numbers, dates, upper and lowercase, code pages, Unicode. Yes. There might actually be a speed difference between the UK and continental Europe countries like NARDE, okay, when doing cultural sensitive starts with. Yeah, interesting. So now I have a small helper that lets me print timed stuff. It's just too bad that you can't do this as a lambda inline, but yeah, it's another helper. It's fine. But we were looking at Luke's code actually before we got derailed. So let's see what Luke has done. And I'm out of drinks, sadly. Let me see. Pasted input here. Let's see, dictionary flags. Read input, find flags. Did this part 2 work since you don't have your input here? Or did you just cut it out because it was too long? Boom, 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 boom. Find flags to. First find flags is if check towel. Okay, let's see. Check towel search has set a string to search priority queue. Okay. Luke says I cut it out. AOC asked not to share it. Yeah, that's 100% correct. To search and queue. Let's see. So this is the priority queue approach, which is fine. But you use the search length as negative here, which is interesting because let me see, how do you do it? You also make it shorter. So this would be counterproductive, I think. This needs to be a positive number so that you prioritize the ones that is furthest along, I think. So I think if you remove this minus, it should be faster. At least that was exactly what I saw with my code. Nineberry says, last interesting stuff was a website breaking only in Mexico because they have AM PM instead of periods there. Okay, fun. Read input. Let's see, what did you do for part 2? Length is the remaining text to search. Yeah, so priority queue works with the lowest number first. So in this case, if you make it negative, that means the one with the largest length to search goes first. And that's the inverse of what you want, I think. You want the one with the least remaining text to go first. So you would make these positive numbers. Let me see. Find flags to annual match count, return pattern, key match count, style to array pattern. Concurrent dictionary. Ah. Match count. Cache gather add tiles or pattern. Went fancy this day. Yeah, I'm just looking where the concurrency is. Is that because it uses link there that it does? Because it's an IEnumerable function, so it will return things as it goes. Where does the concurrency come in? Is that implicit here? It's for link. Yeah, but that would mean that there has to be some form of parallelization there for it to need a concurrent dictionary, right? So I wonder where that is introduced in this code, where it goes to a parallel search. That's just what I was wondering. Because it looks like synchronous code to me. Let's see what it actually does. Tells where pattern starts with, yeah. I like this way of slicing it off. Let's see, 9-barrier link doesn't create concurrency on its own, so it's probably not necessary. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I think this should work with a normal dictionary, but if you were to add a parallelization step in here, then it would be needed. This is probably more efficient than the substring, right? Or does it all boil down to the same IL in the end? I'm having a bit trouble reading it, but I think it's the getter add. I mean, this is for the whole caching is a nice touch because it just evaluates to one check and the actual logic for when it's not in the cache. So it feels like this is made for this problem. So as a pattern, it might just be, even if you wouldn't do it in parallel, as a pattern, this is quite nice for the problem that you're solving, right? The get or add. Because this takes away a bunch of the stuff that you do with your cache management. So, yeah, I like it. Let's see. My day 19, super late because I had dinner with a friend after work. Also, I used JavaScript instead of C++ because I don't want to parse ugly comments. Okay. Not bad. Smap says, I tried with parallel for each, but then it was slower when running as a suite with the other days. Much faster on its own day though. Okay. Well, yeah, because you're using all the processing time there. Hey, Bruce. I'll check yours in a bit. Let's see. This is small. Let's see. DPI represent vendor stop string from index I to end of the string. This is so concise. Uh, hmm. Let's check the Python solution, which is also just tiny. Let's see. Some one for pattern and patterns. Some different weight pattern. Let's see. If the remaining string is empty, then you return 1. Total is 0. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. The same approach as 9-barrier 2. Just have one count and then using it twice. Like, it's all so small, this code, and then you have me with like bunches of code. So yeah, nice. I think that's it for today. We've gone through everybody's code. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun again. Let's see if we can rate somebody on Twitch. Spread the joy. AI clip generator. This is German. Will the fool learn today? Ah, fun. Probably finish day 12 and get into day 13. Luke says, always nice to see your code. Thanks for that. And Ninebear says, thanks for streaming. Well, you're welcome. Thanks for keeping me company. Let's see somebody who's catching up. I think this might be nice. Let's see if there's audio.
Yeah, if I only care about numbers.
Yeah, let's go stream them. Right, boom. Easy days, I'm scared what is next. Well, Bruce, it might get hard. So, thanks and see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.
Couldn't I simplify this? And if I did search,